Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next edition of Crafting on the Floor. I'm Aviva. Sorry, my crafting area is a bit messy today, but I just wanted to show you the second part of my Battlemoor scrapbook. The Again, for those of you who missed part one, Battlemoor is a quote war that the SCA puts on in the Outlands, and we all get together from all parts of our quote kingdom, and we fight each other. We have arts and crafts or arts and sciences and classes, and we get to reacquaint ourselves with friends sometimes we haven't seen all year. It's a big event for us, and we enjoy it thoroughly. So I started this one. This is actually the last page I made, but this is the preparations for Battlemoor. Some of us prepare for weeks, sometimes months, to get our classes ready, get our camps ready, get everything, or we get new garb or old garb ready. Um, it's just great fun, and our barony got together and we made these banners here. I don't know if you can see them. Uh, Everyone gets what we call heraldry, and we make a banner that represents who we are and our interests and what we plan to do in the SCA. And each one of us did did our own banners. And for those of us who couldn't join us, we did their banners too. It was great fun. One of our members, Haven here, is making a dress that is reversible. He's working on his banner, and we just had a great fun time. I called it Battlemoor or Bust because, yay! I also tried out the foiling techniques using the Ranger Ink sticky embossing powder. Highly recommend it. Great fun. Loved it. Just had a great. It works wonders, and I just love it. So that was my preparation for Battlemoor. One of our members, Luca, he uh, he is kind of new. He's been learning rapier fighting for a couple of years now, and he loves wolves. And this was his first rapier fight tournament that um, he joined, and he did really well. There's great video out there of him. But like I said, he loves wolves and of course bears, and so I just really had a fun time with this one. These are stamps. Um, the one thing I found that really represents the Middle Ages, and I put it in a lot of my pages, is this lozenge pattern, the diamonds. I found it's called lozenge. I love that word. So sorry if I say it a million times, but I have a couple of stamps, a couple of stencils, and I just try to put it in whenever I can because it really gives it a medieval feel more than a lot of other things. That and the Gothic window designs. Um, so yeah, had fun with that one. And we have another one with Luca. It's our Fighter Bros page. This is Piero della Casa, and this is Daoud of the Isles. Um, Luca plays a Nordic Viking, so I have these Viking ships. I made a bunch of them on the Cricut, so I use them for everything that I can. It's called, oh gosh, Lymphad, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. Um, but this is part of his heraldry, and this tower here is part of the Della Casas. I think if you watch part one, there's a better explanation of the Della Casas, but this is her husband. And so I try to do some Italian stuff. This is the closest thing I have to an Italian washi tape. Um, I just, because there were two ships, I actually cut this page out of a Disney pack that I have. I think this is a Peter Pan with the uh, the Captain Hook. but it worked. And so this was really fun. These Daoud is from Bringalai in Los Alamos, New Mexico, and he is just a great fun. Hope he sees this. This is Luca's mother, Marisol. She does not have an SCA name yet. She went to court to go see court, and she was called up. And again, court isn't like court today. The king and queen hold court, and they give people awards and recognize people for the stuff that they have done. And they gave her her award of arms, which is the very first award that people get. It says, "Hey, you're going to stay in the SCA, and now you have the right to find a name and get heraldry and all that stuff." And someone made this uh, award of arms, or an AOA, and this is needle pointed. I think it's cross stitched, if I remember. Beautiful, beautiful award. And awards can be any. We call them scrolls, and typically they're on paper, and what we think of as scrolls from the Middle Ages. But you can do all sorts of scrolls that you want to do. You don't have to stick with pen and paper. So I really enjoyed this. She was completely taken by surprise. Unfortunately, when people go to court, they tend to only have pictures of the backsides of them, and I really hate that part of court. Back to Luca and his stepdad. I happen to have a lot of pictures of them because A, they were camping next to me, and B, it was a big Battlemoor for Luca because it was his first fight and he did really well, and everyone was so very proud of him. Luca is studying astronomy in school, and so I tried to go with a, uh, a a a celestial type theme. This is from Core Creative Crafts. This is one of their subscription boxes a couple months ago. These are from the Alchemy um, paper pad from Stamperia. I think this is too, as is this. Um, and these are from Peter Popper sticker books. And these are just cut out from Sizzix. And I had a great time. I understand that Luca and his stepdad, every Battlemoor on the second day, take the same picture, kind of, to compare years. So it's just such a sweet thing, and they have such a great relationship. I enjoy watching them. So this is my page dedicated to them. And of course, um, as an astronomer, if you get the joke and you know about astronomy, he wants to look up, apparently. Oh gosh, another one of Jared. Luca's stepfather. Again, he was camping next to me this year, so and in Battlemoor it's like a medieval village, so we all wear our garb, our medieval clothing, for the entire week or half week, depending on how long you're there. Again, a lot of these are from Korea Crafts, the washi tape. This is from the Once Upon a Time paper pad from Die Cuts with a View. These are the Viking subscription box from Korea Crafts. Just love it. Again, I have some more of those Viking ships. A lot of people in our barony do Viking, so in their persona. So I just cut out a bunch of them at the same time. So, but I loved that his beard is long enough to literally blow in the wind. Um, so it's the little moments like this at Battlemoor that I enjoy capturing. The royal card. This is Tigger. He is our baron. This is the current queen. Queens and kings reign for 6 months at a time, and uh, this is Tigger doing his battling stuff. I think he was a list master, someone who marshals the fighting. I love the dress that she was wearing. It reminded me of Alice in Wonderland a little bit. So um, I used the subscription box of Alice in Wonderland from Korea Crafts, which is kind of the scary Alice in Wonderland. One thing I always love about medieval garb are these sleeves that kind of poof out. It reminds me of Anne of Green Gables, when she wanted the poofy sleeves. For those of a certain age who remember Anne of Green Gables in the 80s. Um, so I tried to recreate it with these. I'm not sure this worked, um, but I tried. You know, part of crafting is making mistakes, and I think this may have been one of them. But I still love the shape, and I'm going to try to continue to experiment and come up with ways to try to get that shape captured on paper. It's really hard, obviously, it's a 3D object trying to capture it on a 2D piece of paper. So this um, card queen, I got the idea off of Pinterest. I'm sorry, I don't know who gave me the idea, and I desperately wanted to try it. I got a card pack that's only like this big, and it was actually, it's literally that big. The queen is a harpist. So I tried to find some harp stickers. I was unsuccessful, but I did my best, and I just I love the colors, and I tried to incorporate the dress of the queen into this page as much as I could. Um, so this is Balthazar here. He is watching the fighting. As you can see, Balthazar is another barony in Albuquerque, the barony of Alberon. And I knew him over the internet. Um, I did a scrapbook of his children and him because he takes great pictures of his kids, and I just loved it. And it was something different, and it was a different type of project for me. And when I went to Battlemoor, it was the first time I had met him, and so I was really excited to uh, make new friends, which again, whole point of Battlemoor. So I made I got this kind of mountain castle image from, again, the die cuts with the view once upon a time paper pack. I put a dragon on it and a castle and some little cutouts, and just explained how I finally got to meet him. It was a lot of fun. I love making new friends. I love making scrapbooks for people. So this was a lot of fun for me. It was a fun day. Katie is I think this might have been in part one, so I'll do a repeat. Katie helped me set up with my tents and breakdowns, and as a disabled person, that's the worst part of going to events, is trying to figure out how to set up and break down. I rely on the kindness of sometimes strangers and sometimes Katie. But my tent is my castle. I got these stamps, and I just enjoyed honoring the work that she did for me. I should mention Piero della Casa in the other page a couple of pages ago. He also helped me break down my tent, and so did Tigger. They are always um, willing to help me out, and which is one of the things I love about the SCA. If it was every person for themselves, I wouldn't be able to go to events and play and have a great time, because there are a lot of things I cannot do, and so everyone's always willing to help each other out. I help out whenever I can. A lot of times that involves doing crafts for people that can't do them themselves or whatever, but we all help out in our own way, however we can. These next two pages, the last two pages, are posted with permission of their um, legal guardians and parents. This is Savannah. Savannah is one of the youngest members in our barony. She liked to hang out with a bearded dragon, and she enjoys archery and arts and crafts. And excuse me, again, the paper is from Die Cuts with a View, the Once Upon a Time papergraphs, and I just enjoyed putting her little picture in here. And last but not least is Savannah's brother, Levi. Levi was ready to fight bears in our Battlemoor adventures, and he took on the role with the spirit of the SCA and the Outlands. And I tried to make a fun little kid picture with the make your own bear type thing. The paper back here is also from Die Cuts with a View, but this time, oh gosh, I forget what the paper pack is called, but it has all the cryptids. Um, Mothman, Sasquatch or Yeti, mermaids, dragons, all the sorts of fun fantastical beasts type pages. But I thought it worked well here, and that is the end of part 2 of Battlemoor Scrapbook Memories. Um, Hopefully next year there will be fewer bears, and hopefully uh, we won't we won't encroach on their territory. They won't encroach on ours, and we will all get along just fine. So it was a different Battlemoor, but it was so much fun, and everyone had some new experiences, and I had a great time memorializing them in this year's scrapbook. So I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All the things that you're supposed to do. Um, I'm sure there will be more scrapbooks coming up, and I will see you soon. Happy crafting, everyone!